Good morning, students. Today we will continue the chapter Popular Beliefs and Religious Debates. In the previous video, we have already discussed about Bhakti origin and meaning, Bhakti sun, alvars and niners, and variety in the movement. In this chapter, we will discuss about Sufism, Bhakti in North India, and what made the Bhakti movement popular. Let's start with the Sufism. During the Sultanate period, many Muslim sons came to India and they settled down in different parts of the subcontinent. But when they got fame and popularity with the spread of Delhi Sultanate and the Mughal Empire over the subcontinent. If we talk about Islam support the worship of formless God and they stress on the equality of all human beings. In the medieval period, some religious scholars formed a new law based on the Quran called Shariat, which contained rituals and customs. The Muslim sant who came to India praised a new type of devotion to God, that is Sufism. It did not believe in rituals and sought to unite with God through selfless love alone. And it was developed in West and Central Asia. The Sufi in the Indian subcontinent were organized in 12 orders or silsilas. Each order followed its own tariqa or method of instruction. The common features of all the 12 orders were zikr, which means chanting, sama, which means singing, raqs, which means dancing, meditation and discussion. And all these activities were conducted under the able guidance of master or peer, and he would be a sant who lived with his disciple in a place called khanaka or monastery. And the disciple of the peer were called murids. Now, of all the 12 orders, the Chishti and Suharwadi became important in the subcontinent. Chishti order had long line of famous sons. Some of them were Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti of Ajmer, Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki of Delhi, Fakhruddin Ganj Shakr, Khwaja Nizamuddin Aulia, Salim Chishti, Bandawaz Gyazuddin and many more. Sihabuddin Suharwadi and Hamiduddin Nagori were two of the most revered members of Suharwadi Silsila. Now let's understand what is Khanaka. Khanaka was a place where everyone was treated equal. It was also used as a place of spiritual training and character formation. The Khanaka also performed several activities of public welfare. The famous Urs festival is held annually at the Dargah of Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti of Ajmer. Even today, thousands of devotees from all religions and sects visit this holy shrine, especially during the Urs festival. Now let's understand Bhakti in North India. North India saw a fresh wave of the Bhakti movement from the 13th century onwards, which was led by Kabir Nanak, Mirabai and Dadu Dayal. They all came from lower caste and they all preached that all the human beings were equal. Sant Kabir and Guru Nanak rejected all the traditional religions. They also believed in formless and nameless God. Tulsidas and Surdas, through their poetry, brought religion to the doorstep of ordinary people. Tulsidas Ramcharitramanas will describe the story of Lord Rama, and Surdas Sursagara and Sursarvari, based on the stories of Lord Krishna, express their pure devotion. Ramananda. He was a Vaishnav sant and devotee of Rama. He lived in Varanasi. He was a leader of the Bhakti movement in North India. He founded a religious system called the Ramanandi Sampradaya. He preached in local language, Hindi language. He rejected the caste system and accepted the disciples from all the caste. Kabir, Ravidas and Tulsidas, Dhanna, Bhagat, Nabadas, Pipa and Sena were some of the devotees of Ramananda. Now let's talk about Mirabai. Mirabai was a Rajput princess. She became the disciple of Ravidas, who was a sant from an untouchable caste. She spent all her life worshipping and composing bhajans for her beloved Krishna. Now, what made Bhakti movement popular? The Bhakti movement became popular because all the sant used words and phrases from the speech of the common people so that their message could reach the letter. Another important reason why the Bhakti movement became popular was that they mixed freely with the people and shared the experience of their life. Many of them were social reformers while others took up several public welfare that benefited common people. So students, I hope you have understood the chapter. So now it's time for some brainstorming exercise. Who was Ramananda? Out of the 12 orders, which order became popular? And where is Urs festival celebrated? So students, give me the answers of these questions in the comment section below. Thank you and have a good day.